In the old days, they would lower kids down in bosun chairs to change the light bulbs. We don't do that anymore. The Liberty Theater is a community gathering place for local events, national performing artists, community education, community outreach, and the education of the performing arts. We primarily service our local community, but we are really failing to attract tourism. Lots of visitors to this area come from cities that expect a level of theater that we can't currently provide. If we were to provide that, we could be contributing an extra $500,000 to our downtown economy. We realize that while Clatsop County needs the Liberty also really needs our community to thrive. We can't do it without you.
The size and the style of the Liberty are unique on the Oregon coast and quite rare nationally these days. Too many beautiful old theaters like this have been torn down in favor of a parking garage or an office building. When the Liberty opened in 1925, it provided the latest in modern entertainment for the time. The renovations that took place between 1999 and 2005 did a lot to improve the public spaces of the building, but the funding wasn't available to provide for the enhanced production capabilities and renovate the backstage areas that are still necessary to really make the Liberty a fully functioning performing arts center.
We get asked time and time again why we don't do musicals on our stage. We're turned down by touring productions. We're just not able to do it. And that is something that the North Coast really needs. There's no one else doing those style of productions, and the Liberty Theater is a perfect place to house it. We have excellent acoustics. We have such a comfortable and beautiful hall. We are really a community gathering place, and we would love to be able to host these for our community. This is how we load in things. So you'll notice street level and stage level. Everything comes down this stage, so that creates a hardship and it's a liability as well for performers. The proposed renovation contains 3 aspects: historic preservation to save our building for the future, stage support to widen our programming, and energy efficiency to lower our operating costs.
Right now there's just not enough floor space for many events on the stage. The wing spaces backstage are only about 6 feet by 6 feet, which is far too small to accommodate troops of dancers or actors or for moving scenery on and off the stage. And of primary concern to the performers is there's only 1 dressing room and 1 toilet backstage.
All right, okay. The Grand Drape at the Liberty Theater has been here since 1925. And unfortunately, it's so pinned and patched together that it's become a real safety concern for the staff and our performers. And so this renovation includes a new Grand Drape, the new mechanics to run a Grand Drape, and the controls to run those mechanics. You can also see the curtain has seen better days. The fringe is coming off. We have multiple holes throughout. It's held on by safety pins. There are patches all over it. So it's a 92-year-old curtain that runs on a wooden rail. We estimate that this curtain weighs about 1,400 pounds, so that could really do some damage if it were to come down during a show or on one of the staff. Much of our lighting was donated and was sort of pieced together. We do have 1 or 2 that swivel using mirrors, but it makes it so that we can't follow dancers, we can't follow speakers. Dance especially, you want the dancers to be lit from upstage, you want them lit backstage, you want them lit at side stage. We don't have any of that, so it really limits us. Two things that we're most excited about to present to our patrons would be a new box office and a new concession stand. We were lucky enough to get the Owl Drug counter from Fort George Brewery this last year. This counter was saved from the 1887 fire, And the build out of a concession stand, not only will it add to our operating budget, but it will also decrease those really long wait times that I'm sure everyone has waited in. I really want this renovation to be something that the community and that our patrons are proud of. We have intently listened over the last 2 years to what you would like to see on our stage, what you would like to get from the Liberty Theater, and how we can be a better partner in town. And we take that extremely seriously. During my 2 years here, I've really been touched by how many of our patrons and how many in our community really have rallied behind us. Our staff feels welcomed and loved by everyone that really has kept these doors open and helped our theater to thrive. We are very appreciative of it. Our best years aren't behind us. We will always be part of this community. And everyone that raises their paddle, everyone that makes a donation, everyone that comes to our events, everyone that sets foot through our doors is part of our history.